And it goes a little something like.
Alrighty, today we are playing a brand new game called Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. We're gonna do probably a few hours of this. I think I'm gonna stream for around 4 hours. We will have to see how long I last. We'll see if this game is any good. I've never seen any gameplay of this. I've never seen anything like it, to be honest. So I'm super excited to kind of delve into it. If you guys are familiar with my YouTube channel, you guys know I struggle with puzzles. So be prepared for me to get stuck and ask you guys for help, because I foresee myself highly doing that. Especially if you guys have seen my Grizz playthrough on my YouTube channel. It was rough. So if you guys are not prepared for that, don't worry about it. I will figure it out, as I always do. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining, and we'll jump right in.
Ginger, that's what you need. A mouthful of the good stuff and you'll see the back of any seasickness.
Thank you for your support, John. Don't suppose you actually brought any ginger?
No, I don't get seasick.
Terrific.
Don't worry, Sherry. We've almost arrived at Cordona. I can see land through the porthole.
So much for docking by tea time. The captain seemed more interested in his maids than in his maps.
Oh, is Sherlock grumpy? Cheer up. We're back where we grew up. It's exciting. What's changed? What's the same?
Ugh. I'm starting to question whether the weeks-long journey was worth it. Traveling all this way, enduring this indignity simply to visit a grave. Even if it is my mother's.
Ah, that's just Mycroft's nonsense, still rattling around in your head. Try to forget what he said. I have.
I believe it was that this is a performative farce, a feeble excuse to avoid responsibilities, and that there was nothing to be gained from it.
You needed to do this. Enough of the self-pity and doubt. So we're a little late. What of it? We'll retire to the hotel and visit her in the morning. It'll be worth it.
Thank you, John.
And if you want to notify the captain's wife of his indiscretions, I will not stand in your way.
Ah, at last. I'm quite ready to get off this cursed boat.
Come on. We'll go together.
This looks awesome. Like, the setting of this game is really cool.
Hey, Sherry, come on, catch up.
Yes,
Ooh.
yes.
Okay, the sensitivity is a little extreme. Give me 1 second to change that. Was it controls, gameplay? Give that a try. Oh, much better.
Sherlock, don't get lost in this huge garden. Follow the sound of my voice.
Welcome to Il Palazzo de Lusso, sir. If you need something, sir, please inquire at reception.
Welcome to Il Palazzo di Lusso, sir. We just need your signature.
There you are.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Yes, we have room 221 prepared for you. I see it was reserved for 2 people. Would you like a second key?
Oh, no, I think we'll stick together.
Very good. Rooms are upstairs, sir. Welcome to Cordona.
Hurry up, Sherlock. I want to see our room. I hope there's a balcony with a view.
Okay, this might be like kind of weird, but why is Sherlock like really hot? He's got like some chains. Like he dresses to impress. If that makes sense. And like John, like what? Can we talk to everybody? No, I can't. Okay. Like, is it me or are they like really good looking? I'm a big fan of Sherlock, the BBC show. I watched that when I was younger. It's been a while since they've had any seasons out of that one, but I know Benedict Cumberbatch has been kind of busy.
Would you like a drink, sir? Would you like a drink, sir?
Am I supposed to go talk to John? I'm not 2 seconds into this and I'm already lost on what to do. Let's talk to John.
Hurry up, Sherlock. I want to see our room. I hope there's a balcony with a view.
Is our room again?
Your room is upstairs, sir. Number 221.
221. Suspected. Okay, upstairs, 221. I must have ran right by it. 226. Five. Hi, welcome in.
I apologize, sir, but your room is not yet ready. Perhaps in the meantime you would like to relax in the foyer? Tonight the restaurant is offering a complimentary marlin ceviche to all our guests.
Let's check what they have on offer.
What? You just like magically appeared there.
Let's check what they have on offer. Hey, Sherry. Just our luck.
If seafood's not to your taste, everyone loves Benedict's batch. Our poached eggs with hollandaise sauce.
A medium, John. Haven't we been through this already?
Come on, it's not like we've got anything better to do.
Excuse me, sir, but I believe Mr. Galich is conducting a séance at the moment. Perhaps you'd care to have your portrait drawn while you wait?
Okay, this guy
Why?
looks sus.
Pardon me?
Why should I sit for a portrait?
Sir, it's art. It doesn't need a why. It is its own justification.
All things require justification, be they objects, systems, or beliefs.
How about art as the lens through which we see the truth of the world?
That's backward. Truth is not subjective and not complicated. It's just the truth. It either is or it isn't. You do not need a lens to see it, just an open mind.
Ha! That seems rather close-minded. Truth, like beauty, is in the eye of the beholder. So tell me, what do you see?
Mediocrity.
Come now, Sherry. What did he do to deserve that? The servant mentioned ceviche at the bar, Sherry. You should grab us some, and I'll find us a table. I'm starving.
Okay, time to check if John found us a nice table for the evening.
Sherry, I'm over here with my new Ursine companion. What are you waiting for? put the dish down.
Cordona's even quieter than I remembered.
I like that John
It's
is
going to be
giving
a
us
long
hints
evening.
on where to go. I much
Ah,
appreciate
come
that.
now, Sherry. What say we amuse ourselves with a little game?
What were you thinking? Oh, promise me it isn't nonsense. After being cooped up on that boat, I am itching for activity.
No. As you can see, someone left a cane on our table. I simply thought you could identify its owner.
Ah, so it is nonsense. It'll take me a minute, John, at most.
Well then, you can deliver it to him as well.
Deliver it to him? Then what are the staff here for? Aesthetics?
Stubborn, Sherry, too stubborn. You wanted something to do.
Slapping oneself in the face is also something to do. That doesn't make it worthwhile. But all right, let me take a look. The hand grip is a head of a golden Javanese statue, probably stolen from a temple. The dents suggest it is a crest depicting a bulb of garlic in a meadow, perhaps the Fielding family or Meadows, or Craven, from the Old English name meaning garlic place. The cane is made of ebony, it's worn uncared for, and bears the scars of numerous hits. This cane is an expensive and ostentatious weapon. Its owner must be vain, volatile, and of noble English blood.
Take it with you, Sherry. Let's return it to its owner. All right, I hope you noted down your observations in your casebook. But how are you going to find this nobleman?
The cane itself is not enough. I may have to ask other guests if they saw who was here.
Sherlock can ask bystanders about a piece of evidence, press C to open the casebook, pin the evidence with X, and then speak to someone. Okay. Okay. Let's see. A mother's love. The cane is made of ebony wood. Okay, so it's everything that you just kind of read off. Oh, this is fun! John wants me to find its owner. To do so, I shall have to inquire with other guests in the foyer. Okay. In. Escape. Place on map. Do we want to? Oh, we have a diary too? Oh. Oh. Okay. Wow. This map is big, actually. I don't know how much the story is. Oh, cool. He has a wardrobe. Sick.
May I ask you something?
Of course. Stop me when you've had enough.
There are 3 people at the table, a couple and a retired Navy officer. Observers weren't sure what happened to the couple, but the Navy officer was seen going out to the front garden for some air. I have to find him.
Well,
Okay.
even with your keen senses, Sherry, I doubt you'll find the cane's owner on your first try.
And would you be confident enough to bet on it, my friend?
Why not? Let's see how good you really are.
Okay, this says press Q to concentrate and reveal details to identify your target. Don't forget to pin the relevant evidence. Some clues won't be visible without it. Try to find the former Navy officer. Okay.
Pardon, monsieur, but I am not in the mood to talk.
Okay, so we have to go out the front garden. Flip to the casebook. Okay, so let's see. Let's read all these, are we? Okay, back to Cordona. Arrived at Cordona, the island where I spent my childhood, accompanied by my only friend, John. Okay, so we've been here before. It is late evening, but I have a room booked at the Hotel Il Palazzo del Lusso. I simply need to check in with the receptionist. Okay, so we've done all this. Okay, so it's kind of like what we've done or what we've led up to. Okay, so we have this one pinned because we have to look for the Navy officer. What is this? The retired Navy officer who was sitting at our table may own the cane or know who does. John has bet I cannot guess the soldier on the officer on the first try. I should prove him wrong. Okay.
Not that one, huh? You lost the bet, Sherry, but don't let that stop your search for the Navy officer.
Oh, no. Oh, was it because I didn't pin it that I lost?
Excuse me, just one question.
Excuse me? What? I'm not sure I know.
Do you know anything about this?
I can't help you, friend.
This isn't working. You might need a different tack.
May I ask for your assistance?
Oh, I'm sorry, but that's beyond my knowledge.
God, I'm failing so hard at this.
Excuse me, just one question.
I can't help you with that, sir.
Everyone's looking.
Okay, let's see.
Looking at us, Sherry. You sure you know what you're doing?
No, I don't. I don't see any. I talked to everybody, right?
Could you help me?
I can't help you, friend.
Do you know anything about this?
I'm so sorry. I can't help you, sir.
Everyone's looking at us, Sherry.
I'm already stuck. I can't. Okay, let's. Can I go over here? No, I can't. Okay, this says. Oh, okay, I see. So this is John's diary. How does Sherry always know exactly what to do to get the answer? There are so many variables. Incredible. Must be tired from his travels. I love that he calls him Sherry. I don't know why, but I don't know. That's kind of cute. Okay. Sherry must be tired from our travels. I cannot explain his failure at my little challenge in any other way. Unless Sherlock changes tactics, we'll spend the next week seeking answers. There must be a better way to approach this. Why can't he ask the question? Okay.
You sure you know what you're doing?
Can't go out here. It's locked. Okay, it says to deduce or to concentrate. And it should be one of these people.
Are you able to help me?
My dear fellow, you're talking to
What?
the right man.
Didn't I talk to this dude? What the? I swear I talked to this man. Did I not talk to this dude? It's fine. It's fine. I love puzzle games. They're the fucking best thing. It's okay. We'll get through this game, guys. I swear. Okay. The Navy officer, Mr. Rhodes, was sitting at our table with a noble couple. The men talked about yachting, and the lady was fidgeting with the cane. Perhaps she put it aside, and her husband forgot to take it when they went to meet the medium. Okay, so seance room.
Hey, Sherry, don't we now have the perfect excuse to visit the seance?
I'm just going to give the cane to its owner. You will not persuade me to take part in this show.
Okay. Yay. Okay. So now we have to find the seance room. Which, is it over here? Awesome. I can't believe I was just lost for like 15 minutes.
This hotel, this island, it's full of thieves. First my cane, now the diamond. Take your hands off me! Do you even know who I am? Hey, boy! That's my cane!
I get that a lot. It's a very common design.
What? No, that's a custom-made...
A joke. A joke. It was left at my table in the restaurant. I thought it deserved to be returned.
Well, I'll be... It is rare to encounter a straight-fingered true penny these days. What a gentleman. But I must ask, how did you know I was the rightful owner?
Well, it won't let me go down there. Oh, here it is. Don't wear a wedding ring. Doesn't wear a wedding ring. Okay. Recently hit somebody. Hey! A head of garlic. Doesn't wear a wedding ring. Red face. Swollen reddish skin. Expensive and new clothes. Rich and fashionable. Slightly red knuckles. Okay. Judging by the heraldic emblem on his signet ring and cane, I can be fairly certain that this man is Lord Craven, a bored-rich English nobleman who travels around Europe squandering his money. Okay. His florid face indicates that he has problems with alcohol. He is still physically strong and healthy, but in a few years' time, he'll be wretched. By his knuckles, I presume that he takes boxing lessons to strengthen his physical conditions. Already annoyed by the disappearance of his cane, he is now infuriated by the theft of a diamond. Unsurprising. Okay. Or Lord Craven, being constant drunk, he has issues with his temper. His red knuckles reveal that he has severely beaten at least one person quite recently. His anger issues mixed with alcohol, contrary, and make him a violent person. Ooh. What do we think it is? Let's see. Being constantly drunk, he has issues with his temper. Well, he did say something about... Didn't he say something about a diamond? Let's see. A noble Englishman in the habit of visiting resorts to receive treatment for his liver malady. Oh, okay. His florid face indicates that he has succumbed to the temptation to drink a few shots of alcohol. Perhaps he is unsettled by the seance. It's this one. I think it's that one.
Simple deduction. Your cane told me everything. I was after a British noble who takes boxing lessons but suffers from some liver issues. And if one were to go further, one may even be able to extrapolate your name from your heraldic symbol, Lord Craven.
Well, you're half correct. I am indeed Lord Andrew Craven. Your other guesses were wrong.
Oh,
But you
fuck.
still have the edge over that blasted medium. Well, you found my cane. Perhaps you can locate my diamond, too. Yes, you should do it. It will be child's play for you, Mr.
Holmes. And if a child can do it, then I'm sure the local police can suffice.
The police? Why bother? I know this harlequin stole it. The only question is, where is it hidden? Fine. Give me my stick and I'll resolve the matter myself. This thief almost confessed after a single punch.
I suspect a beating may result in answers of questionable veracity. Fine. I shall spare you and he the trouble if you first answer me this. You insist the medium robbed you during the séance. But what occurred exactly?
It was a dirty trick. We were sitting here in the dark, chanting and holding hands, as expected. Then something began to appear from the medium, like a cloud or a bubble. The swindler called it ectoplasm.
Ah, yes. Common in the spiritualist trade, and quite the spectacle.
Indeed, perhaps too much. My beloved Emma screamed in horror, and I stood to defend her, attacking that cursed ghost.
How brave.
But my hand hit nothing. The medium jumped away from me, and Emma fainted. I lit the candle, and the diamond was gone.
How does a priceless diamond become the subject of a séance? It is an unusual accoutrement.
Emma wished to speak with its former owners. My grandfather told us it belonged to a Rajah, an Indian king.
So you were summoning long-dead Indian royalty, and, pray tell, you were expecting him to converse in English?
To be frank, Mr. Holmes, I don't believe in ghosts. But Emma was fascinated by the idea of meeting a real king, even a dead one.
Well, a crown is a crown. Can you describe the stone itself?
A yellow diamond, not less than 100 carats, and perfectly egg-shaped. There is not another like it.
Stay here, and don't touch anything. I'm going to investigate further.
Don't fret, I'll be keeping a close eye on this thief.
Okay, so press Z to highlight interactive areas in the environment around you. This ability should recharge before it can be used again. Oh, okay, this is the... I see.
Find the stone, Mr. Holmes, and quickly.
Pale skin, quickened pulse, unsteady breathing. She's barely conscious. The feebleness of women.
Really, Sherry? Poor thing.
Oh.
Quite a display for the tremulous visitor.
How can you not love this stuff, Sherry? It adds
Was
so
this
much
covered on
atmosphere to the
purpose?
room.
Of course. It is very dangerous to leave a mirror exposed during a séance. The spirits may become enraged.
Or someone may notice the trick they should not see. What happened here?
I don't know. The ghost. I summoned it as usual, but then it all went wrong. The lady screamed and pointed at Lord Craven. And there was a shadow. Such a mystical force. It terrified the lady. And it must have taken the diamond. Who else could have?
Do you feel the presence of any supernatural entities at the moment?
Are you joking, sir? My nose is broken, this maniac wants to kill me, and you're asking about the spirits?
I suppose this can wait. I will investigate, and the culprit will be identified.
But this stubborn brute Lord Craven blames me right now. As if I could do something like that. Perhaps you can reason with him? Please?
Okay. The medium Luca something was hired by the Cravens to summon the spirits of the former owners of the diamond, who, as they believed, were of Indian royalty. Okay, so this is Lord Craven's testimony. During the seance, a spirit appeared and frightened the lady to the extent that she fainted. The stone disappeared. Okay. Okay.
Thank you for helping us resolve the situation, sir.
This must be the ectoplasm. Too bad there's not enough for a proper chemical analysis.
Ectoplasm. The ghost was here, Sherry.
Half a glass of Balblair scotch and the remains of a Paul Aranaga cigar. What else does a gentleman need? There are light traces of rouge on the edge of this wine glass.
Okay, concentration helps you pick up smaller details about the world around you. When you see a scribbled white circle, press Q to observe the object more closely. Okay.
The diamond was placed on the table so that all participants could reach it.
Hey, I'm missing one more.
There are light traces of rouge on the edge of this wine glass.
Missing one. I want to say it's like this circle, but... Oh. Maybe I didn't go all the way around? Oh. Well, let me go all the way around. The lady pointed across the table, pointed across the seance table at something and screamed. Okay. Combine clues to make deductions, okay. When he discovered that the diamond had been stolen, Lord Craven punched the medium in the face. Okay. Lady Craven was pointing at the window. I'm sure she saw someone in the courtyard during the seance. Okay.
This hefty chair has nearly broken after hitting the wall. Could one man even lift it?
At Cambridge, I was captain of the rugby team. It was no place for weaklings.
Angie, it looks like the old man is losing it. His beehives are being ransacked and his bees are going down one by one. I don't think there is much honey left in staying with the swarm. If you catch me my drift, meet me at the docks at noon. Interesting.
Pale skin, quickened pulse, unsteady breathing. She's barely conscious.
Thank you for helping us resolve the situation, sir.
I love the ambience. Nice and creepy.
Okay, let's see. Center of the seance room has table for conducting seances. There's a holder where the diamond was kept. Chair was thrown aside with great force. So I'm missing something at this table here. Here it is.
This brooch is old and cheap, but the moth design has its charms.
Ah, seems like you're ready to delve into your mind palace, Sherry. I'm sure you'll make some good deductions.
It seems there may have been an unexpected visitor outside the window.
Ah, I hope it was the ghost of the Raja.
Lady Craven must have seen someone outside as she was pointing at the window. I'm certain that someone was in the courtyard during a seance, a witness or an accomplice. I should check the outside and see if... So I did check the outside, but let's see.
Thank you for helping us resolve the situation, sir.
I didn't take the diamond, I swear.
Oh, here it is. What was the...
This looks recent. A shoe with a broken heel will surely leave scratches. All right, John. Do you think a ghost could leave this footprint?
I'm reserving judgment. Use your keen eye to follow the trail.
Okay, so it says to track someone's movements, first pin the relevant evidence to the screen, then enter Q concentration mode with Q to reveal the trail. Okay. So let's pin this. Q. Oh.
Size 4 with a broken heel. Rose D'Amour. All the maids in the hotel wear this exact shoe.
So, definitely not the ghost of a Raja? Unless...
Ah,
No,
so it was a
what a
maid.
shame.
Our witness was a nosy maid. Searching the entire hotel could be difficult. Perhaps the other maids can help us find her. May I ask for your assistance?
You look like an honorable man. I have some information for you.
The staff said that Lucia got a scolding from the chief steward for wearing some common shoes at work. She should be cleaning near the pictures upstairs now, okay?
Finally, there you are. One would think a maid would be easy to find in this place.
I'm sorry, sir. Do you need more towels?
No, no. You are the maid who saw the ghost in the seance room, yes?
How did you know?
Simple. You changed shoes after breaking a heel while fleeing the scene.
I'm sorry, sir, but if I may ask, who are you?
A precious diamond was stolen during the seance. Lord Craven entrusted me with its recovery.
I'm sorry, sir, but we are forbidden to discuss the private matters of our guests.
Are you also forbidden from peeking into private rooms, Miss?
Saletta. Lucia Saletta, sir.
Tell me, Miss Saletta, what would your manager say if he knew you were spying on guests?
Oh, please, sir, don't tell him. I have a family. I need this work.
I won't, but only if you answer my questions truthfully. And don't play coy. I can tell. Describe what happened during the seance.
A lady and two gentlemen were sitting at a table, touching their hands to something. The medium started to whisper and chant, and a ghost appeared.
A ghost? You're confident?
It was unearthly, sir. It grew from the medium's chest. A glowing cloud or a bubble. I pressed closer against the window to see better.
And the lady saw you?
How did you... Yes! She screamed and pointed, so I hurried to escape, and I broke my heel. But I did see the ghost. A sickly, evil thing.
And that's all you can tell me? Did you see any of what happened next?
The medium, Mr. Galici, he was doing something with the ghost. He grabbed at it like he was trying to catch it. And then I ran.
I suppose I should be grateful you endured these horrors for such a long time. All right, I have your account memorized. Good day.
Oh, you scared the poor girl, Sherry. Did she really deserve that?
We all got what we wanted. She talked. I stay silent.
Oh, let's get back to the crime scene. I always love seeing you explain simple things to simpletons.
Alrighty, let's go back to the seance room.
Lady Craven retired to her room to rest. Lord Craven remained here until the staff reported that the medium was locked in his room.
With enough clues, Sherlock can use imagination to reconstruct the past, interact with the node to begin, then recreate any accurate versions of events. Here, try to place the seance participants in their correct positions. Okay. Oh. No, the woman is here for sure. This is the guy throwing the chair. Yeah.
It all began when the lady screamed and pointed at the window. Lord Craven jumped up, ready to face anything, ghost or human. The medium shrank back in dismay. He was not expecting such a reaction and had to quickly hide the ghost. The lady was the only one left touching the diamond, at least until she fainted.
Amazing. It's like you saw it with your own eyes, sir.
Oh, I forgot that you were here. I guess I should discuss all of this with Lady Craven.
The Cravens are upstairs in room 226. It is one of our finest suites.
If the lady was touching a diamond, then she would have felt the ghost take it. What do you think it felt like, Sherry? A jellyfish?
Hi, welcome in. We are playing Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. And we are solving some cases, so welcome in. I do appreciate you guys watching.
The Cravens are upstairs in room 226. It is one of our finest suites.
Lady Craven is...
Oh, I had to sneeze, guys. Sorry about that. Gossip can help you investigate a case or even discover a new one, so don't hesitate to eavesdrop on people. When you see an ear icon, hold okay and try to filter out important words from uses. Okay.
Are you able to help me?
Please, don't get angry, sir. But I know nothing about this, I swear to you.
Help me, please.
Sir, I don't know. Try asking someone else.
Everyone's looking at us,
Lady
Sherry.
Craven is not...
You sure you know what you're doing?
Lady Craven is not who she seems. Remember her...
Oh.
Lady Craven is not who she seems. Remember her behavior in the hall? Lady Craven is not who she...
Let's try this again. Chef steals food. No. Sends bad acquaintances. Cannot use it. No. I think it's this one. Oh. I think
Lady Craven is not who she seems.
Let's see. Let's try this again. I don't really know what the
Lady Craven is not
looking for here. I think we just have to guess on this part. Okay, cannot use a fish knife. Okay.
Lady Craven is not.
So keep this. No. No. Okay, so I think it's only 2. Okay, okay. Let's try this again.
Lady Craven is not.
I don't know how we would have gotten this. Let's see. Keep, discard, discard, keep, discard. Okay, let's see. I overheard 2 staff members talking about Lady Craven. They gossiped that the woman may not be the wife of Lord Craven. By their observation, she was on the lookout during the evening while trying to get Lord Craven drunk. They also noticed that the lady was unsure how to properly use a fish knife. Okay. I think we just guess on those.
You're here, at last. I didn't do that. I swear, I found her this way.
Well, I did have some questions for her, but it seems I've arrived too late. Now it's a matter for the police.
Mr. Holmes, you said it yourself. They're children. They'll only make things worse. You promised me you would investigate.
Investigate a theft, not a murder. Fear not. I will tell them all I've uncovered.
Please, help me. The police will surely accuse me of Emma's death. You were the only one who can find the truth.
Fine, but only because it's slightly more interesting than the walls of my room. Tell me what happened.
Look, after you left, I waited in the seance room until the servants locked up Mr. Gallici, the medium.
And was your mistress there too?
Oh, so you know? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Regardless, the staff took Emma to her room. She was still feeling dizzy.
So you didn't follow her. Interesting. Is Mr. Gallici still being held? And where did the servants secure him?
He's in room 225. But that pigeon-livered man at the reception desk refused to give me the key.
Well, I will have to visit reception myself then. Perhaps he will listen to reason. Where did you go instead?
To the bar. It had been almost an hour.
I see. And how long did you stay?
I partook of a well-earned whiskey or 2 before retiring upstairs. Ask anyone there.
Now we arrive at the tragedy at hand. So what transpired after your detour to the bar?
I headed up to my room to find Emma on the bed. I didn't pay her much attention at first. I was still preoccupied with that damned medium. But when I realized she was silent, I drew closer and discovered she was dead. What's more, the diamond lay right there beside her.
Oh, well, that is splendid news.
Splendid? The return of the diamond will be cold comfort if I live out my days in a jail cell. You must help me.
Let me see what I can find.
Barely an hour has passed and you already have yourself a murder mystery, Sherlock. Why am I not surprised?
Okay, let's see. The diamond was stolen during the seance. Lord Craven was in the room with Emma. Yeah, we can't deduce anything yet.
Strangled with bare hands, judging by the bruises. Everything was tipped out of the bed as if it was searched. This must be the missing diamond. A tremendous specimen, now forever tainted.
Do you think she stole the stone?
It's certainly possible, but we won't get her confession now.
Well, there is a professional medium right next door.
Fard Rouge Calomel Mascara, a real altar of beauty for the travelling temptress. Aha, a neat hiding place. Why would she conceal all of this? Virtus Audacta Sapit, courage tastes bold. A unique family motto. Several £1,000s, that's quite a fortune.
I'm missing one again.
This ring looks out of place among the others, and the design is familiar.
The mystery deepens.
Ew.
A victim with a checkered past. And poor taste.
So the moth pin and the moth ring. Luca and Emma both have jewelry with the same moth design. Could they have something in common? Ah. Maybe. The murderer left the diamond. Whoever killed Emma left the diamond beside her body. Lord Craven caught Emma with the stone. I think it's this one. Found this cheap ring with a moth design. Okay, so these are like talking. So we have to talk to the guy about it, probably.
A remarkably simple lock.
So young and so dead. Another mystery to investigate, my friend.
Dear sir, I have to inform you that the theft investigation continues. However, the ring has not yet been found. We had to free Elo Dupont, the servant, as we were unable to find any evidence of his. We will inform you of the progress in this case. Okay.
Someone was not happy with his post.
Lord Craven, you promised me compensation for your gross misconduct in order to cover the cost of my treatment and quell the scandal. Yet I have not received a penny. You know that I lost my job after your false accusations. Now, even after my innocence has been proven, I can't return to work. Okay. So somebody seems to be angry. Okay, where is the guy being held, Luca? Okay, with great interest, and although some parts of it will remain unclear to me, I must say. Okay. Let's go down to the reception.
Sorry. Maybe a guest noticed him.
Do you know anything about this?
Friend, you're lucky there is something I know about this.
Awesome. I found a witness who advises that Lord Craven spent only a short time in the bar after he left the seance room. Okay. Let's see.
Now you're in your element, Sherry.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I can't help you, friend.
Maybe he did kill him because it was only a short while, so...
Give me the key to Luca Galici's room. I need to talk to him about the events of the seance.
I suppose you are an impartial outsider. All right, but please do not give it to Lord Craven. We do not want to see our reputation damaged further.
Awkward. They still don't know what a nasty surprise awaits upstairs.
Hush. No need to cause another ruckus. The last thing we want is the police to come meddling.
So funny. Okay. So we'll go upstairs, we'll get the key, or we'll go talk to the guy. Is there something in my mind palace that they're wanting me to do? Oh, I see. It's saying that I have something, so let's see. Ah, okay. So this has to... I didn't think he was the murderer, but it's saying he is. So Lord Craven has problems with his temper. He strangled Emma in a fit of rage when he found out she was stealing from him. Bring Lord Craven to justice. Craven cannot control his temper and has the money. Oh, we can... Let's go talk to Luca, because I don't want to make that deduction unless that's accurate.
I'm afraid I can wait no longer to hear your account of the seance, Mr. Galici. So please, tell me what you saw.
Lady Craven wanted to meet the spirit of the Raja. My conjuration was successful. Perhaps even too successful. I am sure the spirit was the only one who could have taken the diamond. Lord Craven needs to leave me alone.
Do you think the police will believe you?
Of course. I didn't take anything. And spiritual phenomena are beyond their control. Or should I summon the ghost again so they may attempt to handcuff it?
I think I would prefer to begin my investigation in the physical realm.
Oh, he's got some scratches. Used a lot of makeup. Didn't he? Luca is lean and appears malnourished. His nose is bleeding from a heavy punch. He uses makeup to hide the traces of his illness from malnourishment. Okay, his hands and thin fingers indicate that he is skilled at conjuring tricks used to manipulate concealed items. He has fresh scratches and screws. I think he tries his best as medium, but his business doesn't go as well, and he sometimes has to go without food. Okay. Is lean and appears malnourished. His nose is bleeding. His hands and thin, delicate. Definitely those of a thief trained in a delicate work of pickpocketing. I think it's this one.
I have shocking news that changes your situation entirely. Oh, no, wait. What am I thinking? The spirits will have told you this already.
I'm not in the necessary state for summoning. The spirits preferred clarity of mind and soul. Please, tell me.
Lady Craven died in the very next room while you were in here. Did you not hear anything?
What? How? In fact, I did hear noises. That Craven is a very loud man, but I never thought he would do that to his wife.
Well, you claim to be a medium. Perhaps you could ask her spirit why.
What? No, it's too dangerous.
Oh well, at least I can make the dead talk. Those scratches on your hands look rather painful. What happened to you?
It was those savage servants. They were so rough bringing me here as if I was trying to escape. When I'm free, I'll demand compensation.
Ew, okay, choose evidence. So, this is the thing. I think I'm getting this wrong because I think the scratches might be from her.
That's a remarkable pin of yours, Mr. Galici. Does it have any meaning?
The butterfly? It's a reminder of a time in which I was truly happy.
What a coincidence. Lady Craven had a ring with the same design.
A coincidence indeed. I suspect it is a common theme in jewelry.
You always take me to the best of places, Sherry.
Someone is making the most.
Can you blame the man? I'd say he's not ordering enough.
Digitation.
Or weapons and defenses against visitors from the great beyond.
Dear Luca, I hope you will have time to visit our estate and perform another seance since I have last able to speak to my husband. Hey?
A familiar substance. It's the ectoplasm that stained the seance table, but this time there's enough for analysis.
Some clues can be examined with chemical analysis upon your casebook. Okay. What? So you drag out 2 regions. Okay. extraction shows that a rubber or latex mixed with phosphorus, as much as this chemical element is dangerous to hold in the mouth, I am quite disappointed. Dangerous to hold in the mouth.
My faith in this medium has burst, just like a rubber balloon.
Do you realize just how dangerous it is to hold phosphorus in the mouth?
I beg your pardon?
I'll bet it makes your rubber balloons glow impressively in the dark, but you'll regret it when the hypertension and vomiting sets in.
You mock my talents, sir. You shouldn't be so flippant about things beyond your earthly understanding. How ignorant one must be to compare a spirit's ectoplasm with balloons.
It was merely a word of caution. We both know how match factory workers look after several years on the job.
Ah, this could be why he looks so sick. That could be why he, yeah, looks sickly.
Someone is making the most of his stay. Do you recognize this ring?
Should I? It's a third-rate piece if ever I've seen one. I'd never buy something like this.
Did you ever see Miss Emma wearing it?
No. And why should she? I gave her enough jewelry that she could wear a superior ring every day of the week.
Okay.
I am needed elsewhere. I found these jewels secreted away. Are you familiar with them?
Ah, it cannot be so. That deceptive wagtail. How could she do this?
That sounds like a yes.
These items were supposedly stolen from us during our trip. I must have spent hours reporting it all to the police. And it turns out she had them all along. The trollop. I'd kill her myself, was she not dead already?
I am needed elsewhere.
Lord Craven was extremely annoyed when he saw the jewels. He believed that all of them were stolen during the trip. He had many problems due to the scandals after the thefts. He admitted that he'd kill Emma. We need to talk to the servants too, so let's see. Let's go talk to him about these letters. Oh, I can't.
I cannot cover for you, Lord Craven. The facts are conclusive. You murdered your mistress.
It wasn't me. You have no proof, not a whit.
A couple of whiskies go down fast for an alcoholic. That left you plenty of time for murder.
That's ridiculous. I am no alcoholic, and there are witnesses who will attest I was there for at least a quarter of an hour.
You entered the room just as Miss Emma was hiding the diamond. Discovering that she was the thief was the final straw.
Preposterous! I didn't know a thing about it until you showed me her stash.
You have bruised knuckles, and you look a mess. The poor woman fought for her life, and you bear all the evidence.
This whole evening was a mess. You know I got into a scuffle with the medium in the seance room. Nothing has changed since then.
I agree. He didn't do it.
There's plenty of proof, sir. The police would certainly arrest you.
You scoundrel. You said you would help me. I had nothing to do with it, as you will soon see.
There is a more charitable interpretation. Miss Emma was a thief of unsavory character. Perhaps she threatened you, forced you to fight for your life.
Are you... You suggest I lied to the police? Escape blind justice?
Your lover was a corrupting influence. She stole from you, lied to you, and drove you to violence. You deserve a second chance. If you apply yourself and some of your wealth, you could do a great deal of good outside of jail. I will tell the police what I learned about Miss Emma, and no more.
Well, even if you don't believe I'm innocent, you've given me a chance to prove it. Thank you for staying on my side. Gentlemen, when this matter is resolved, I'll see to it you are sacked. This treatment is unbecoming for a man of my status. Mr. Holmes, you are my witness.
I don't think he did it.
Murderer playing the indignant victim. He should be a politician.
He certainly has the means. I hope he also possesses the character to do better and do good.
That was too much fun, Sherry. I'm buzzing. Buzzing. Wasn't it fun?
A woman died, John. I was too slow to the truth, too hesitant to intervene. How can you...
Oh, lighten up. Those people made their choices. If you swan about with a diamond in your pocket, that's what happens.
Did I get it right?
So we must blame
I
those
thought the guy was innocent.
Enough money on the line, Sherlock. A man will do just about anything, even murder. And then we get to solve it.
I suspect you perhaps cannot grasp the true horrors of mortality, John.
Oi, I am aware of my perilous existence, thank you very much.
I must admit, even if the outcome of the adventure was imperfect, there was some pleasure to be had in the puzzle.
Well, Cordona seems more depraved and decadent than we thought. I bet you'll get another chance.
A bet, you say?
A figure of speech. Just a figure of speech.
Damn. Well, take one last look at the view, then we must be off. It's time to do what we came here for.
Oh, I kind of suspected he was imaginary because he would just like appear. So this kind of confirms it that John is imaginary to him. Cool. Okay, That's not how I imagined my time on Cardona, but the thrill of the case helped to distract me from darker thoughts. Now it's time to go to the cemetery. Okay, pin this, and we'll be on our way.
Excuse me, just one question.
I cannot be of help, sir. Someone else might know better.
Sherry, I forbid you to spend another night here. The hotel's reputation won't survive a second investigation.
It's kind of cool that he's imaginary then. That's really cool.
Come on, Sherry. Why walk when we can ride?
That's true.
A free ride for every hotel visitor. Just tell me where to go.
That's a really cool idea, though. Like a cool take on the situation that he's kind of like an imaginary friend. He's not actually there.
Is everything all right? If you don't feel up to it, I won't tell anyone.
It's just a goodbye, John. It won't be difficult. I've already come to terms with my mother's passing.
So you really don't remember?
To what do you refer?
The funeral. Sherlock, you were distraught. At first, I thought this visit would dredge up those feelings, but you've been remarkably level.
John, I think I was too young to understand. I couldn't fathom why she would leave me.
Perhaps that pain is best left forgotten.
On the contrary, it's why I'm visiting her grave. To remember her.
I thought you wanted to remember, Sherry. Concentrate, and I'm sure it will come back to you.
Mycroft was adamant that we leave for London immediately after the funeral. He never told me why, but I saw how unsettled he was by the long requiem.
I'm sure it will come back to you.
The service was sparsely attended. Though my parents were buried separately, the pastor said they're united in heaven. I didn't believe him even then. I wanted to see her one last time before the coffin was interred and say how I loved her. The chance never came. I feel rather faint.
You're fine, you're fine. It's over now. You remembered everything. It will get easier soon.
Aww. He's like there to help his friend.
A pocket watch? It seems familiar, John. Why is it here? Rest in peace, Violet Holmes. Goodbye, Mother. This watch was a gift. My mother's initials are engraved on it. The piece is in good condition. It must have been placed here only recently.
Maybe it's his brother?
A candle in a small puddle of wax. It cannot have been lit for more than half an hour.
Is this really how you want to spend this time?
This is my mother's pocket watch, John. Who put it here and why? Are you not in the slightest bit interested?
Ah, I gotta concentrate.
A man in fashionable shoes stood near the tomb. The size of the prints suggests he is approximately 5.5 feet tall.
You were about to tell me the make and model of tyre, but let me assure you, I do not care.
Well, it was going to be very impressive. Come on then, the trail continues ahead. Could you help me?
Doesn't remind me of anything. Someone else can help better, sir.
Oh, it's that ridiculous artist from the hotel.
Be nice, Sherry. Make friends.
Mr. Holmes, did you come for another portrait? No, I jest. You gave quite the performance last night. The hotel was abuzz with your name. I must say I was rather absorbed in it all. The fallibility of men. Such scandal.
It was a welcome distraction.
Oh, my manners. I am Werner Vogel, art enthusiast and gallery proprietor.
Mr. Vogel, I was perhaps too curt when last we spoke.
Speak no more of it. Travel takes it out of any man, never mind when this is your destination. Once I learned who you were, the pieces fell into place. Your mother was well liked on Codona in her time here. I was sorry to hear of her passing.
Does your gallery feature more than just portraiture?
Oh, of course. We display landscapes, sculpture, modern pieces too. I am sure we have something that will move you. You must stop by.
Only music moves me, I'm afraid.
Then you have simply not found your artist yet. Someone whose work hits you in your core. You're still young. I am sure we'll find them.
How did you come to possess my mother's pocket watch?
Oh my! It is quite something to witness those powers of deduction firsthand. Yes, I left you her timepiece. After her death, there was an estate sale. All of Cordona's elite picking of her remains. I couldn't let such a lovely thing go to those vultures. When I learned your name, I could no longer keep the watch in good conscience. It is yours by right, and I knew you'd find it here.
Thank you. I'd forgotten all about it, but the moment I saw it, I knew it was hers. Amazing what the young mind forgets and the older can recall. Rather odd, loitering in a cemetery.
I suspect you'll win, but I'm here for my art. There's beauty everywhere if you look, even in decay. A little darkness brings out the light. Now, a diligent observer might note that you too are loitering in a cemetery. What brings you here? Closure answers penance?
Closure, I suppose.
And what is closure? Mere proximity?
Understanding. Acceptance.
You didn't understand from afar. You had to come here to accept the truth of her death?
Of course I understand. She died of consumption, drowning in her own blood.
Your mother?
Yes, my mother.
I must have been misinformed. I'd heard otherwise.
Otherwise than consumption?
No, you'd know better than I. I'd heard talk of a police investigation, but Cordona is a notorious gossip. And what does it matter? She's passed on either way.
She has.
Well, I shall intrude no longer. I'll leave you to your closure. Do stop by the gallery if your travels permit. Farewell.
We got a mystery on our hands.
Are you all right, Sherry? Take as long as you need.
Whatever I need, it isn't here. We should explore Cordona. Perhaps there are archives that may shed further light.
The archives at the City Hall, Police Station, and Cordona Chronicle may hold may hold key information for your case. When investigating a piece of evidence, think about which location is the most appropriate to visit. Okay. Awesome. Let's see. Okay, so we have to go to... Oh. Guess it loaded something in, maybe. Okay, let's try to go to the police one. Police archive. Let's go up here.
May I ask you something? Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
I will say the like game loading is not very good.
Hello.
Oh, I should have went down Harbor Ave. Okay, let's change directions. I go across this bridge.
Extra! Extra!
Yeah, it's got like a little stutter for some reason.
Stark do this, Stark do that. I'm not a clerk, damn it. How am I supposed to get those records now? Yes? What is it? Would you like to report a crime?
No, I wouldn't. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I want to use the police archives.
Wouldn't we all?
I'm serious.
So am I. Officer Logan locked himself inside and he's not letting anyone in.
But why the archives? Won't that stall everyone's work?
You bet it will. He's looking up all the thieves in Cordona over the past decade. Say one thing for Logan. He's persistent.
What happened exactly?
A tailoress from Scaladio's been robbed. Logan spent 2 whole days at the shop sketching the thief, and she still insists that it's all wrong. That shrew drove him up the wall, she did.
Would you mind if I talk to this tailoress? I could get you the sketch in no time.
Get off your high horse, mister. You think you're better than our sketch artist?
Actually, I'm quite certain I am. Let me prove it.
Well, I see no harm in it, as long as it gets Logan out of there. In fact, I need to look up some records too. Here's the address. Good luck.
Okay. We gotta go on a little hunt. Located at the intersection of Knights Road and Trinity Way. What is it? Knights Road and Trinity Way. Knights Road is here. Trinity Way. There it is. So make a right. Up.
What's up?
Okay, where is she?
Can you satisfy my curiosity? Nothing I can tell you, sir. Others might know more.
Oh, here she is, maybe.
Can I ask you a question?
Don't be angry, sir, but I
Oh, no?
truly don't know.
You are...
Obviously you haven't thought this all through. Or are you just annoying these people on
Oh,
purpose?
it's a building. I was looking for like a woman.
I'm pleased to meet you, ma'am. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm here to sketch the thief for the police investigation.
Oh, another one. I hope you'll be more patient than the previous sketches, signore.
I suggest we do it differently. You have a great many clothes here, haven't you?
Why, of course, but they're not for sale. I only do tailoring and mending.
No matter. I'll attempt to disguise myself as the thief, and you'll tell me if I get it right.
As you wish, Signor Holmes.
Can you describe the thief for me?
He was all ugly and beat-up looking. An utter rascal if ever I'd seen one. He gave me a nasty look from behind his glasses and then made himself scarce.
And that's it? Could you be more specific?
He was a total villain, I told you. How much more specific do you want me to be?
All right, never mind. Where can I find the clothes?
They're in my workshop at the back. Be careful, won't you?
What can I do for you, Sherlock? Oh, look at this old chap putting on airs like some Italian doge. Why don't you disguise yourself as him instead?
We have a job to do, John.
Oh, come on, at least do him first.
Do we have any wardrobe? No. That's so funny. Okay, let's see. John suggested that I surprise Miss Nina by impersonating the man in the painting before attempting to disguise myself as a thief. Okay. Ew, oh, this is where we get the disguises, right? Or no? Oh yeah, look. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so we'll do the long sideburns. What else? Okay. A top hat. A white suit and a top hat. I need a white suit. Okay, let's go.
Uncle Giovanni? Oh, signor! You look exactly like my uncle. He's the grandson of the Doge of Venice, you know. I knew you reminded me of someone. You are as alike as two peas. Perhaps you have some royal blood in you, too.
That is flattering, I suppose, but I sincerely doubt it, Mum.
Told you he's a doge. Now that's a deduction.
He's not an actual doge.
If you say so, my lord, the doge.
Okay, so I got that. Awesome. Okay. So, utter rascal, he was beaten up and was wearing glasses. Okay. Probably this.
He did wear glasses, but not like those. His were angular and evil-looking.
All right, I'll try another pair.
Your face is too innocent now.
What do you mean, too innocent?
There was something evil about his face. Like a moustache. Yes, the kind that all villains twirl as they plot their evil plans.
I'd say that not all villains wear moustaches, but I get your point, Mom.
Okay. So now we need a mustache. She's like remembering more and more as we tackle it.
No, those clothes are wrong. He was dressed in a very fancy beige suit. Must have stolen it from someone. No doubt about it.
All right, I've got it.
I thought he said... he said an utter rascal. I thought it was a... Okay.
He was wearing a hat. Didn't I tell you about the hat? We didn't go with his suit. That man had no dress sense at all.
Well, what did it look like?
Oh, just a regular hat, you know, black. Ah, it's you. I mean, it's him. It's him.
Excellent. Now I can make a sketch and take it to the police.
Yes, please do. That rascal is still on the loose. I hope they are better at catching than sketching.
Before I go, Mum, are you quite certain that you don't have any clothes to sell?
Well, I suppose you can take the police uniform. An officer forgot it here years ago, and I don't have any use for it. If you want to buy clothes, visit the outfitters. You can find them all over Codorna. I hear they even do free rentals now. Let me show you where the nearest one is.
Thank you very much. Hello again, officer. I've spoken to the tailoress and made a sketch of the thief. It was child's play.
No, really? And she didn't give you any trouble?
No, no trouble at all. She was quite tolerable.
Huh. Who would have thought? Hey, Logan, we've got the sketch. Come on out.
Can I use the archives now?
Well, they're generally not accessible to the public, but you really helped us out, so I'll just turn a blind eye.
I appreciate it, officer.
What did you say your name was? Holmes? Come and see me after you're done. I may have a proposition for you, Mr. Holmes.
Awesome. Okay, let's go search for our mother. I doubt that it's true, but if they did, there would be something about it. 10 years ago, we were living somewhere in Grand Surrey. Okay, Grand Surrey. Evidence. All I found in the archive was an empty folder labeled thusly, Case of Violet Holmes, April 9th, 1869, Stonewood Manor, Grand Surrey. There are no documents inside it at all. It seems that they really have a police investigation. That there really was a police investigation, yet all the case files are missing. Ooh. Hey?
John, I just recalled that we were living here on Cordona in a manor. And there was a policeman.
Really? What else do you remember? What happened to our mother?
The memory was vague, a mere flash. I have to find our house.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Glimpse of a bridge and a church on a hill. Let's see.
I'm done with the archives for now. Can I help you with anything else?
As a matter of fact, you can. The thing is, our chief inspector has vanished, as if we weren't undermanned enough as it is.
Wait, what do you mean, vanished?
Gone missing on a case. Shady business, but that's besides the point. See that board? Pending cases are posted there for any available officers to investigate. I would take them myself, except that I've been told to work the reception desk, like some clerk. Yes, we're that short-handed.
I understand your predicament, but what does any of it have to do with me? I may be available, but I'm certainly not an officer.
Oh, don't worry about it. Consider yourself a temporary one-man independent police force. That's a bit of a mouthful. There's just one small, minor basic formality. You'll need to complete our physical training course. Easy.
Well, I'm not one to balk at a spot of exercise. What must I do?
That's the spirit. Sergeant Ermy will show you the ropes. Follow me.
So, you're a newcomer. We must be desperate to ask untrained civilians for help.
You're lucky to have a well-trained civilian with a brand new auto pistol in his arsenal.
An automatic? A bit of a braggart, aren't you?
Are you trying to test me already?
That is why you're here, boy. I need to verify your skills before I can allow you to catch criminals. The first targets are in the next room. You know what to do with them. I'll join you in a while to see the results.
Concentrate, Sherry. You need to hit every target to show the sergeant how we do it.
To aim, press, and then fire. Aiming I didn't know they were shooting in this game. Okay. Aiming activates slow motion and highlights objects you can shoot, but only for a limited time to manually reload the pistol. Okay.
Proceed to the next room. Meanwhile, I'll fill out the paperwork.
Come on, Sherry. It's just like in childhood.
Left crouch.
Steady, Sherry. Steady. And go.
Oh, I see.
My favorite mannequins for attack. Let's strike them ninja style. Aim for where you might take advantage and don't forget the environment.
Okay, there's a lot more physical stuff. Okay, aiming slows time, highlighting enemy weak points, and shooting these will open your foes up for arrest. When aiming at environmental objects, make sure your enemy is proximity before you fire. Okay.
I could do this all day.
Please don't, Sherry. We don't have that much time. Let's move on. Our enemies might be stronger than us, but we rely on our wits. Shoot off their armor. The snuff's ready.
Hooray!
All right, let's move on, Sherry. If you stand here and use your snuff box on them, you can definitely overcome them, Sherry. It's all calculated. Look at that helmet of his. You won't be able to get the powder past it.
Helpful advice, John. I would never have guessed.
Good job, new boy. Well, I'm almost finished with the paperwork. Let's talk about your results. Well, I must say your results aren't as bad as I feared. Perhaps you're not completely hopeless, but true combat is quite different from shooting stationary targets.
I'll handle it just as easily.
Well, that's what we're going to find out. Now, we'll test you against our men.
Oh, God.
Your task is to detain them, not to kill them. So don't go shooting anyone in the eye. That goes for in the field as well. Even though you'll be working with the police department, that doesn't mean you have a license to kill. Here, take these. They are blank rounds. So, are you ready?
Always ready.
Then let's get cracking.
Worried?
Not at all. I can hit them all with one shot.
Good luck, Sherry, and remember, the surroundings are your playground.
Alrighty. Murder is cruel and excessive. Try to arrest the enemy instead. Disorient your opponent, get in close, and then press, okay, to arrest them. Okay. So we want to disorient them. Got it.
I'm coming for you.
No, you killed him.
Oh.
Stop. What do you think you're doing? You could have injured the poor fella. I can't allow you to carry a gun if you'll only use it to kill. Your task is to detain. Don't forget that. Once again, without the brutal shootout this time. Let's start over, boys.
Okay. okay, let's start over. Okay, so then I have to go up to them and arrest them.
I'm coming for you.
Oh, WW.
Too simple.
Okay. Did I handcuff them? Oh god.
Don't cry, you'll live.
I'm coming.
You can overcome the brute now. The snuff's ready.
Take a rest, my friend.
Give him the pepper snuff.
That's enough. You've proved yourself. Congratulations on the arrest.
Awesome.
I can't
Okay,
believe you
that's
did so well with the
the
close
combat's not too
combat.
bad.
I did tell you that I'm well trained.
Well, do the same on the street, and you'll be well rewarded for every arrest you make. Here is your certificate. You are now an authorized crime scene consultant. Well, it's now your duty to make this city a safer place. Cordona won't ever forget it, but at the same time, it will never remember. I'll tell Stark all the necessary details about your successful certification. Congratulations.
Now you're a certified crime scene consultant. Congratulations.
Thank you, my friend. Now, shall we head for Stonewood Manor?
Don't know. You have the whole island to investigate. It's all up to you.
Yep, let's go to Stonewood Manor. Let's go search for a mother.
Nice to see you.
How are you guys liking the game so far? I've played about 2 hours and 30 minutes of it. It was our first mission I got stuck on. It was very hard. But everything since then has been okay. I do like the characters and the world building is really cool, actually.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
That's a question I can answer.
People say that there's an abandoned manor on LeBlanc Road between Vernet Street and Silent Way. Okay. Okay, so on LeBlanc Road. here. Between Vernet and Silent Way. Where's Vernet? I see. Well, is there a passageway through here? There might be. Go back up.
Hey, Sherry. There's post here. And it seems as if the letter was delivered recently.
Sherlock, I hope this letter does not reach you, for it would mean you have committed to your absurd flight of fancy. The past is the past. To expend any more time and energy retreading one's steps is at best childish and dull. Okay, this sounds like Mycroft already. Consumption is an ugly end, and you are better off for not witnessing it, despite all your protestations? Oh god. One presumes by now you have visited our mother's final resting place. I trust that this has satisfied your impulses and frees you to return to London at once. It is time to turn your back on what was and help to shape what could be. The nation needs you. Yeah, Mycroft. Yep, sounded just like his brother.
I am even less eager to return home than before. Let's investigate our manor.
That's the Mycroft I know. Predictable.
There she is. Our old manor. It's smaller than I remember.
You were a couple of feet shorter back then, Sherry. Or maybe it's bigger on the inside.
Look at the ash all over the door. I don't recall hearing of a fire.
We don't have to stay here. You can afford another night or two at the hotel.
It's stuck.
Oh well, let's just head back. They probably haven't even stripped our room yet.
Come on. Must be locked.
Move aside. Let me have a go. Seems fine to me, Sherry. This barrier, perhaps it's mental, not physical.
Or perhaps the rest of us are simply constrained by reality, John. I wonder if there's a key secreted somewhere in the garden.
Take a look around, Sherlock. I'm sure you'll discover something.
I love the banter between the two. Like, he's like, you're not real, man. It's not always all mental.
I did not expect these to still be here. It was enjoyable to practice using real handcuffs to make an arrest.
Hey, that's Wooden Joe. He was always the best at playing criminals.
And this must be the reason our suspect was apprehended. Wood and glass, oh, very precious. An irreplaceable tool for catching a thief. Funny, Wooden Joe reminds me of the trouble we once got in with the police. Do you remember, John?
Somewhat. Maybe we can recall more details.
Hey, John asked me to try and fully recall what happened that day with the policeman. Okay. It's interesting that John has his own diary when he seems to be imaginary. Like, I don't know, I think that's interesting that he has his own diary, he has his own thoughts and things like that.
A manor all to ourselves. Can you believe it, Sherry? I have so many ideas.
The policeman brought us both home, John. That's why he was here.
I'm pretty sure he brought something else with him too. Do you remember what it was? I bet it was our reward.
No, we were not so lucky. It was a set of lockpicks that we had used to sneak into someone's house. That's why we were arrested.
Did someone come out to investigate all the commotion?
It was Mycroft. He smoothed things over and convinced the policeman not to press charges. The officer left and never returned. But we had to endure a serious talking to from my brother.
Oh, I just noticed that that it was him and John together.
Mycroft wasn't happy about the fact that we were arrested. It felt like he lectured us for hours.
Did we give him something afterwards, Sherry?
Oh, yes.
Like it's both of them.
Yes, now I remember. It was a letter. That's why we snuck into the house. Mycroft asked us to. He wasn't angry we stole, but that we got caught.
Oh, that's right. It must have been only a couple of months after we moved to Cordona. Ugh, the good old days. Whoa.
How very odd. It appears that memory stood between me and the manor. It's as if my mind palace had seeped into the real world. This deserves further investigation. Perhaps there's more to discover inside.
As long as there is a comfortable place to put my feet up, I'll be happy. Maybe a chaise longue.
Aha! In we go.
Ooh. Okay, guys. I'm gonna stop here before we kind of get into the next part of the investigation and things like that. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this game. I actually think I might play it some more. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining, and I'll catch you guys next time.